Hello everybody and welcome to episode 25 of Let's Play with Leeds. Today we wrap up season 2 of our journey with Leeds United by wrapping up the final 2 results of the season and doing the all-important season review. So let's do it. So we start with the game that followed the match with Everton, and our Champions League hopes disintegrated at home to Brentford. That's the only way I can say it, really. We were very, very poor on the day. Ivan Toney Botman and Haline with the goals for Brentford. And with nothing really riding on it, we took a humping at the Etihad. Erling Haaland had 2 goals ruled out for offside before scoring his own. John Stones had put them in front. Kevin De Bruyne doubled the lead. Alex Scott pulled a goal back for us before Riyad Mahrez finished the game. So it ends with 2 defeats as the season ends with a bit of wimp. So we've had to skip ahead to the 2nd of June to find out the final Premier League table. We were waiting on results from Liverpool's Champions League final with Barcelona and Arsenal's Europa League final as well. Both were won. So they will be playing in the Champions League next season, as will Tottenham. So there are 6 Premier League sides in the Champions League next season because, of course, the winners of the Europa League get a place in the Champions League. We will be in the Europa League. We just missed out on Champions League qualification, ironically. We were miles out until it all started kicking off. So if we had finished 5th, we will be playing Champions League football next season, but we're not. Europa League for us, and I think it looks like, and it's a bit ambiguous, we're going into the group stage. No need to qualify, which is good news for us. West Ham will also be joining us in the Europa League, as will Southampton. Doesn't look like there's going to be a Conference League side this season, but we'll find out in the wash come August. In the relegation zone, Middlesbrough we knew about. They've gone down. Burnley have joined them. Fulham are the 3rd side relegated. Nottingham Forest surviving on the last week or so of the season. So they are the 3 sides to be playing in the Championship next year. So we have a lot to be thankful for this season. We picked up some big results against sides that finished above and below us in Arsenal's case. We beat Liverpool, we beat Chelsea, we beat Arsenal, we got a point out of Manchester United, we got a point out of Manchester City as well, and Tottenham as well. So we had a very good season in that respect. Although we did lose some dodgy games. We lost to Fulham, we lost to Brentford, we lost to Aston Villa, we lost to Newcastle, who finished quite far down the table as well. So we balanced the yin with the yang. We were doing better against the bigger clubs, but we didn't do better against some of the smaller sides, which was kind of confusing. But overall, we obviously finished 1 point less than we did last season, 1 position higher in the table. And that was mainly thanks to the goals of Jonathan Burkart, but Odsonne Edouard did chip in as well. So 34 for Jonathan Burkart over the season, 21 for Odsonne Edouard, with Eze and Pedro chipping in 10 apiece. Jack Harrison with 8. Julian Alvarez, despite coming in January, with 5. Joe Gelhardt got 5, including 1 against Liverpool in that famous win that we had earlier in the season. Alex Scott with 4. Lloyd Kelly with 4. Pascal Struijk with 3. James Maddison 3. So everyone really contributed. There's quite a few players that have not scored this season, but the majority managed to chip in with 1 or 2 at least. So in order to kick on another step, obviously we improved the attack throughout the season. We are solely really going to concentrate on the defence, unless something drastic comes up in the summer. Goalkeeper-wise, I think we're okay. Melier's now happy at the football club, so we're probably not going to lose him. Joe Bursic and Sam Johnson are the backups. Darren Randolph is going to retire. So we have 3 quality goalkeepers in there, so we probably won't look to bring in another goalie. Right back, it will all depend on what happens with Rufus Singo, really. I mean, he's a very good player on paper. He's worth a lot of money as well. Tyler Adams was filling in that position. Rasmus Christensen was also doing a little bit on the right-hand side. He may well be moved on in the summer because I just wasn't keeping him happy enough during the season because I was using Singo and Tyler Adams quite a lot on right back. We've done so much work at left back. We've got so many players to choose from. So Tyreek Mitchell will obviously still be here next season, as will Sergio Reguilon. Ricardo Rodriguez, probably not. That one didn't really work out. Obviously, we've still got Fran Garcia to chuck into the mix at left back as well. So yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing anything on this side again, unless somebody really good comes up. The major surgery will probably be done at centre half. Obviously, we've got Victor Nelson. He will probably still be here next season. Liam Cooper, probably not. He wants a new challenge and wants to move on. Lloyd Kelly didn't really work out, so if we can get back what we paid for him, he might be allowed to leave. Depends on the circumstances there. Pascal Struijk, I would really love to keep hold of him. I should imagine bigger fish will circle around him though. Clement Longley will go back to his parent club. Obviously Robin Knock is already on his way out. Ronnie Edwards will come back into the fold, as will Charlie Cresswell, who was out on loan this season. So yeah, we'll do something at centre back, I think, during the summer. We have got one that we've already sorted out. I think we've got two actually we've sorted out. One major signing, one for the future, and we might just need to have one, maybe two more to the centre back, depending on who stays and who goes. As for the midfield and forward line, you will have to wait and see if anything happens there. I'm not planning on it, but in football, anything can happen. If a very good offer comes in for somebody and we can maybe do without them, we'll see what happens. The main thing I want to do is keep hold of Mr. 34 goals man, Jonathan Bakar. He has been the catalyst for our season that got us into the Europa League. So we've gone from the Conference League to the Europa League. Next time, it's going to be the Champions League. It has to be. So in order for this side to progress in the way that we want it to, we have to secure Champions League football next season. So sorting out the defence will help us do that. We'll bridge that gap to the sides above us. Obviously, there were a couple of sides below us that we weren't expecting. Arsenal in particular, we were not expecting to finish outside the top 7, but they have done. So, can we go again? Join me next season. We'll take a look next time around at what we've done during the summer, and we'll take a look at what everybody else has done. The Premier League is going to be fascinating next season with all these sides in European action. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.